Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Right, I bet you're wondering what we've been up to. Well, I'm going to tell you. We finished that job up in Newcastle. Then we went to another job, a commercial brickwork job, down in Stafford. When we were down there, we arrived. The gate man was quite pleasant. Let us in, sorted out, getting us tools out of the van and stuff. Got on the job, we were waiting for an induction. The induction process was quite lengthy. It was, you had to watch a video, answer questions. So we did that, then waited for the site manager for around 3 hours to get inducted. So that was a bit of a pain. Wasn't a good start. After that, we went through all the paperwork, sorted everything out, got the new starter forms filled out, then managed to get on the job. We got on the job 4 hours later from when we started. So it was nearly dinner time. From there, we managed to get a decent amount of blues in. Blue brickwork, Staffordshire blues. The mortar was really wet and the bricks were wet, which in turn meant we could only go about 10 courses high. But the run was a 29.5 panel by 12 courses, a 33.5 panel brick long by 22 courses, and then another panel that was 19 bricks long by 10 courses. So we had an afternoon on that. The next morning we went back to it. We got in another 10 courses or so. Then we had to leave that. We went into a toilet block area, internal works. Got asked to do some small bits and bobs just to finish the day up. So we went in and did that. Even though we're down there on price, we got told the job. Originally in the summer, I got told this job was like a 48-week job. Got on the job. It turned out that it was actually a week past completion. So it's towards the back end of the job, which for us isn't great, because what they need to do is like get all hands on deck, chuck brickies in where they need chuck brickies in. So it doesn't really work out too well for a price gang, but we thought we'll stick with it. The Wednesday we got back on the blues, finished that completely, got it all done, and then we went up to move up into a blockwork area. Hey up everyone, right, we're back, me and Ozzy. We've been on another job since Monday. We got told to come up where we are now, and this is it. We're up in the very top of a room. Have a look down there. I'd say we're good. Oh, there's a floor, 3, 6. I'd say we're a good 6 meters up here on this scaffold. We loaded all this. Have a quick look round there. About 300 blocks kneeling, loaded up all the way across here. This morning we've set up 2 profiles, the gallows brackets onto the steels, a T-clamp at the bottom, dory block on the sides, and it's straight sailing here. Also, we're fixing ties into studs, metal studs, SFS. This is a commercial job, by the way, so there's all sorts of this kind of stuff, but this is my bread and butter. I know exactly what I'm doing with this stuff. So big long ties in these, tech screws. We put a nice full one of them in now, and then it's one every course on the movement joints and on the ends. And then we've got 50 pence this round after. So get this up right as high as we can. I'll probably take it just above head height, 8 or 9. Then we've got 50 pence section, so we're going to have to set up a couple of profiles. I'll leave that profile on there. I'll put another one on here, another one on here, and I'll just run a line around them, because it's just way easier than doing anything else. And we've got 50 pence all this all the way around, for like 19 blocks long. Once that's up to head height, they're going to have to put another little lift on, and we'll probably have to drill up to this steel. Once that's done, we can then drop down into here, the lift shaft. It's all block flat, plenty of blocks in here. There's about 600 blocks in there. But maybe a bit, like I say, we might be able to get a few more courses, who knows, depends how far we can reach. So all in all, there's probably about 850 to 950 blocks in this section to do. And then we'll obviously be having to fix to these steels as well. But that is the job at hand. So we're just going to be left alone in here for the next few days. I reckon we'll have this wrapped up by, today's Thursday, we've just started. Thursday, Friday, we'll have this section all done by tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, we'll be in here till Wednesday next week at least. But that's the progress of the job. Ozzy is fixing these then for us. He's fixing these across while I run the brickwork, the blockwork, and he's doing the spreading as well for me. Also, he's doing the cutting. These are self-tapping screws. Show us one of them screws out, Ozzy.
There we go. Bit of magic there.
Self-tapping, so there's no drill required. They go straight into the SFS stud work.
There we go.
Your bonding sleeves in like that, and they go over your soft joints.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we want. And I like to cut my movement joint filler just the same size as the courses, and then bring it up like that rather than trying to poke through it all the time, because it can be a pain when it's flapping everywhere. So I'm going to carry on. We stack the blocks like this in threes because they're absolutely soaked, and we left them out overnight last night, try and let them dry out a little bit. Stack them close together, the sides don't dry out as much. You can't get as many here, but saves you overloading. Saves you overloading the scaffolds as well. You don't want too much weight on this, 6 meters up. Last thing you want is it to go under your feet. And hey, I tell you what though, wages are meant to go in Friday from the last job. Let's see if they pay us, shall we? What do you reckon, yes or no?
Nah, I don't think so.
No?
I reckon not.
You reckon they're going to dock us some money?
Well, I mean, there were a few, you know. I mean,
There's a few little things to go back
little
to.
bits, dwarf walls, stills and that.
I know on... Right, we've done that section behind us now. Just have a quick look at that, Ozzy. That's our paint courses. We've left 30mm for fire stopping. Above these are on the steels. And that's what you have to leave everywhere, up and above. Because the fire stoppers will come in and they'll do all that. Now set up on this little 50 pence piece section. Going on. You can do it this way. I've left that profile on from where I had before. And I've just set another one up quickly with my T-clamp. And my gallows bracket at the top. Or you could literally just run it round freehand with a level. Which on the next section, I'll leave that profile in there. But I may just get the next one with the level. I'll just run off it for the gauge and just run off it with the level. But once you're going with the profiles, it is really quick. It's just setting them up can be a little bit fiddly when you've got nothing to connect to them at the backs of them. But it really does keep everything nice and straight. Because all this is seen, this is all face work in here. A lot. But like I say, once you've got it set up, it's lovely to work under. And we'll keep just moving the light around. Keeps your gauge good because you're working off profiles with gauge on that one. Can't go wrong really. But it is a bit of a 10-minute setup, and you could have laid quite a few blocks already by the time you've done that, which is why I'm contemplating is it worth it. But it is nice to get this iris of the block lined up, bang on with the corner of the profile. Knock it down. So nice and straight. And that's doing the 50 pence. You can keep moving them around, doing that every time. Right, that concludes today. If you have a look over there, we've got quite a nice little run in. All the way down to here. We've got a pan and a half on the hexagon section. Pick your pants, whatever you want to call it. So this little turn and this little turn. That's up 4. Another 4 on there. 2 panels left. And that's that section done. We've got a nice little tidy up. And that's it for today. So, and remember, keep it nice and easy. On today, we have nearly finished all of this little section. Ties going up into the wall behind. Get them in. And we're just finishing this little section. We're meant to be in there next. And they're putting pad stones in there apparently.
Down there.
I asked yesterday, I said, is it going to get in my way? They said no. Well, I'm nearly done. We've only got to joint that up, build this little section, and then we're meant to be in there. So it looks like we're going to go for an early brew. And then, when we come back after brew, if this isn't done, looks like we'll be going home because we won't have anything to do. We'll see. Or I'll just going to stay for the day and just get day working.
Get it into both of us.
You can go and ask Uzi what he wants doing, can't you? He'll stay, but I'm going home. Right, so we've done all right this week, actually. I think we haven't done too bad. I'll have a count up after, and I'll let you know what we've got. Right, that's the end of the day for us. That's the end of the week. All that and that. Down there, it's a day in the morning's work. The lads are still doing these pad stones. Show you these now. We're about to knock out all these blocks, both sides. Hopefully they'll have it done for Monday morning, but that is us. We've had a ring round, see what there is availability for work. Ain't a lot, unless you want to travel 70 miles to Preston. So, on that note, we'll love you and leave you. Keep it nice and easy. Have a good weekend.
One of them.
one in the bank, one in the tank. Starting Monday this week. Went in. We got a lift shaft to start. I'll show you in this video. We got down a considerable amount on the first day, on the Monday. Went in on the Tuesday. The forklift had a puncture. You know, these things can't be helped. And they'd run out of blocks. No blocks on site. So we were scratching around for 10 Newton blocks for the lift shafts. Oh, that was it as well. And the day before, they had to put some pad stones in, which stopped us going in there, so we had to go home early. We went in, done Tuesday. There was no blocks on site, so they did ask us to go up on the roof area. Got up there. There was 4 bricklayers up there, and the only problem was they'd started by the loading bay, and they wanted to put us in the middle. To put a price gang in the middle of other brickies, you can't really work it, you know, trying to get past everybody. So we decided we'd scratch around, get these blocks, get as many as we could. I think we found about 130 blocks. We put them in, built everything we could up in this lift shaft, which, you know, we got in 2.5 sides, got it ready for lintel on one side, and then we ran out of blocks. The delivery was meant to be in the following day. However, being a price gang, this kind of work, it just, if we'd have started the job earlier, like a few months ago, and had his own designated areas where we were, you know, there are drops, it probably could have suited us. But that first drop we went on where the blues were, we didn't realise they were waiting for a substation to be built up at the same time so they could share the bay. Once I knew this, it was pretty evident that we weren't going to get much price work done. And when you get towards the end of these big commercial jobs, if you do any day works, you know, you're constantly, you'll end up in arguments of whether what you've done, how much you've done, and all that kind of stuff. That isn't how I really roll. So, you know, I just said to the site team, I said, if you get anything ready over the next up until Christmas, if the stuff that you get ready, then we'll come back and we'll bash some of it in. But other than that, you know, I can't be doing day works. We only do price. So that was the end of that job. However, I made a phone call that night and managed to find another start. So we went on that job yesterday. cracking job, you know, when you get a really good feel for things. Like, I'd just been onto this job down Stafford. I go on to another job, and you just get the good feeling, you know. Walked on the job, pristine, everything's pristine. You walk in the canteen, warm, nice. Offices are clean. Parking on site, which on that other job there was no parking on site. There was 7-minute walk to site from where you had to park for free. This job's running till April-ish next year, so we've got work now for the foreseeable next 4 or 5 months probably on this job, and it's a really nice job. We got on there. There's a load of blockwork, brickwork. You got block flat, 4-inch star performers. There's nice frog bricks, so can't really complain. Didn't not complain about the other job, you know, work's work, but I do like to be on price, because, you know, I can earn day work money in half a day, so I'd rather do price work for half a day and go really. But this job we've just come on to, 3.5 miles from my house, closer for Aussie as well, fantastic. But the only problem is the cold has struck, so today it's like -2, and that's why I'm sat at home. My son's asleep on me. Spend a bit of time with these. Got my daughter coming down now, she's mental. And that's where we're at. So we've got work, videoing. Not sure if we can video yet. I haven't really spoke to the site manager about it, so hey up, dog. And this is what we got. Making a video. Making a video. So that's where we're at. If you've enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up. And this may be the shutdown before Christmas, who knows, but we're going to keep going and giving it a go when the weather's picked up a little bit. I'll see you in the next video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel now.